Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to start with the next topic of banking, chapter number 2, that is core banking solutions. So, computerization in the Indian banking sector has increased manifold, especially after the economic liberalization. That means after the policies, new economic policies of LPG, that is the liberalization, privatization, and globalization. So, in 1984, a committee was formed by RBI to make changes in the existing banking structure, right, or the sector. The chairman of this committee was Mr. C. Rangarajan. He was the deputy governor of RBI. So coming to the CBS, now in this diagram you have seen that core processing system is the center, and at the side we have different services that are provided under one roof. That is mobile banking, we have bill pay, EFT, electronic funds transfer, credit cards, teller platforms, ATMs, and so on. So today we are going to study about the core banking solutions. So first of all, the meaning of core. Now core means centralized online real time environment. That means all the bank branches, services, outlet, back offices accesses applications from centralized data centers. We can call centralized data centers as the head office of the bank. So it is a set of basic software that manages the services provided by the banks through its branches to its customers. So CBS is based on, that is the, we call it as core banking solution, is based on service oriented architecture. Now service oriented architecture is a collection of services, right? These services communicate with each other. Next is CBS or CBS helps the bank to reduce the risks. These softwares, they help the banks to reduce the risk. Then second is improve the service delivery. This software is installed at various branches of the bank and interconnected by communication lines such as we can call satellites or telephone or internets. So if we take an example, if we talk about a software, we have a Finacle software that is by Infosys, and this is used by mostly all the banks or some of the banks, right? So here central data centers, we can call these as head office of a bank. Now we have the next, that is the core banking functions. Now mostly in case of the core banking functions, all the functions are included like deposit accounts, loans, mortgages, payments. The customers is no more the customer of a particular branch, but it is the customer of a bank. Now the tagline of core banking solution is anywhere and anytime banking. Why we call it as anywhere anytime banking? Because now it is a possibility that if a customer is having a bank account in a particular branch, he can access his account from anywhere from the other branch of the similar bank in the world, right? So he need not to come back from to his hometown to for the for accessing his account, but wherever he is, he can access his bank account going or visiting to a branch of the bank. This is what actually the core banking solution is. Now coming to the need of core banking solution, first of all improves operational efficiency, reduces cost of operations. Now firstly, before the core banking solutions, all the work was done manually by the bank employees, so it was very difficult for them to maintain all the books of accounts. So now with the help of core banking solutions, it will be easy to deliver services channels which will reduce cost and time taken for the transaction. Next is improve customer service. Now customer services will be improved. They will be provided through alternative channels like 24/7 ATMs are there, internet is there, phone banking or mobile banking, SMS is there, like that. Customers would be able to operate their accounts and avail banking services from any branch on CBS network regardless of where they maintain their account. So if your account is in Mandidawali SBI bank, SBI branch, and you are there in Bathinda. So with the help of CBS, it is possible that you can operate your SBI account here from Bathinda itself by going into the or visiting to the SBI bank branch in Bathinda. Next is comply with anti-money laundering or know your customer requirements. It is easy to comply with anti-money laundering. Now, what is money laundering? Money laundering is converting the black money into white money. So, in order to stop these practices, anti-money laundering is there. So, it follows the norms. It is possible through core banking solutions. The anti-money laundering norms require the banks to detect whether when a customer has opened multiple accounts. For example, if you have opened your account in Mandidawali in SBI bank, and you have one more account opened in SBI bank, but that is in Bathinda. So whenever your details of your Aadhaar card or PAN card will be filled, automatically the system will check that whether this person is operating some other accounts in the same bank or not. So this way anti-money laundering and KYC requirements can be fulfilled. Next is integrate with electronic payment systems. Now through the CBS, it is possible to transfer money from one bank branch to any other bank branch in the country. We can go for NEFT, National Electronic Funds Transfer. We can go for RTGS, real-time gross settlements. Next is we have key CBS system controls. It is not like you have to go into detail of each and every system. So you need to know about the meaning of all. That is enough for you, and what is available, that is enough, right? So here in case of the internal control, if we talk about the meaning of internal control is a policy or procedure put in place by management to safeguard assets, promote accountability, increase efficiency, and stop fraudulent behavior. We can say it is a process put in place to prevent employees from stealing assets or committing fraud, right? So here various types of controls are built in at various levels in the CBS. So controls are divided into three parts. We have application control, we have IT administration, and we have the system control. First is application control. Application control is a security practice that blocks or restricts unauthorized applications from executing in ways that put data at risk. Its main objective is to ensure the privacy and security of data that is used and transmitted between the applications, right? So it controls records processing from initiation to completion, from the point the process of or the transaction starts till the transaction is completed or transaction is validated. Till that point application control works, right? So it also ensures unique identification of all the users. We can say passwords and all this type of thing. Now it includes application levels controls available are authorization of a transaction as per delegation authority, data input validation controls, as we have discussed that in the previous video. Now accessibility and softwares as per the employee positions and all. So these all are what, like we have the fixed tenure of the fixed deposits sector. We cannot make any changes in between that, but application control, it just controls all the unauthorized applications, right? It blocks or it restricts all the unauthorized applications that are beyond whatever is being saved in the application. Next is we have IT admin control and security available. IT means information technology administration control. How it is managed, it is a procedure that provides a reasonable assurance that the IT used by an organization operates as intended, that data is reliable, and data that the organization is compliant with applicable laws and regulations. So here we are ensuring that all the data that is being used, that is complied, all the rules and regulations of the IT Act are followed, like that. right? So controls are associated with the processing of the activities. It is used as per the software, as per the rights that are given to you for accessing the same, confirmation or pre-authorization, like that. Next is we have logical access controls here. Logical access controls, we have access to system or menu as per the category and type of branch. Single sign on for all applications, like we have the signing in facility, etc. So security policies for all IT assets. Information technology assets means mostly we have the softwares as an asset. We have the core banking solutions controls, like system development controls. We have the generation of audit trail. Audit trail means what it is, the book is maintained where all the vouchers, all the documents are verified by the auditor. Maintaining editing history is there. Then next is we have transaction tracking history. Transactions are recorded, debit and credit is recorded. Next is we have the system development control available are. Now system development is the process of defining, process of designing, testing and implementing a new software, right? Whenever new softwares are implemented, we design, we process that how that software will be installed, what is the basics, like that. So we are testing and we are the programs accepting controls, amendments to controls. Generation of audit trail, again we see that how that is designed, the software is designed, the software is processed, the software is developed, like that. Maintaining editing history, transaction tracking records, same things. You just need to know. You are not concerned with the meaning of anything, but you are just concerned with the meaning of these three, that what is the meaning of application control, what is the meaning of IT administration control, what is the meaning of system development control, right? Now coming to the next part, we have the benefits of CBS project. So CBS will provide many benefits, like anytime anywhere banking. If you are sitting in Bathinda and you are having a bank account in Davali, you can have an easy access or to your account in while sitting in Bathinda. So anytime and anywhere banking is available. Standardized, simple and automated processes very simple. Next is increase in quality of service provided to the customers. Immediate response is given, right? So if you are doing any transaction, for example you are using Paytm and you are recharging your mobile phone, immediately when the mobile phone gets recharged, then you will get a message immediately when the your account is debited. Next is timely and accurate information for management decision making. Strong audit and internal controls bring down the cost of transaction, and thereby, as we were using the books of accounts, ledgers and all that manually, now these has been replaced with the CBS. That means all now we will be using the software and all the data will be restored or stored in that software. Next is paving way for new value added services, thereby generating additional revenue for the bank. It can be, we have additional services like we have the debit cards, credit cards, ATM cards, etc. So this was all for today. Stay safe, stay healthy and stay indoors. Thank you.